what's going on today, guys? Anthony here from Warrior Concepts, and before we get into today's video, I do just want to say thank you, everybody. Thank you for all the views and everything, for all the shorts, all the Instagram feedback and everything like that. Has been over a month, a little bit over a month that I've been doing this consistently, and I do just want to keep the ball rolling and everything like that, with gun reviews, plate carrier reviews, gear reviews, training and stuff like that, like how I said. But I did just want to take a moment and say thank you, and a big thank you, if he does watch this and this video does get out to him, to US Airsoft for the video that he made last night. That video should and hopefully will open up a lot of eyes and to everybody in the airsoft community and even in the firearms community, helping out the airsofters and stuff like that, get their name out there, because this is a hobby. This is a good training tool, and it is amazing when something that you take as seriously as this and this hobby does get noticed, does get recognition and everything like that. So hopefully some kinks do work out. But we are going to be moving into the video on our EliteForce HK M110a1. Alright guys, before we do get into the details of this behemoth, if you guys hadn't noticed, I am wearing the new Warrior Concepts hoodie down in South Carolina. It does get cold some days, believe it or not. So I decided to remake the Anubis hoodie that I made a couple years ago. So we're going to watch some B-roll on that and then get into the video. Alright guys, this is our EliteForce VFC HK M110a1. We call it Tina. We call her Tina just because she is such a big gun, and as always, these videos are just from a consumer, pull it out of the box, set it up standpoint. All the guns that we did buy, that we do have, we did buy, none of these guns were sent to us, so you are going to get a very blunt and honest review on it. If you guys do have oppositions or anything like that, please leave comments down below. If you do own an HK M110a1, please comment down below how you have yours set up, because this is still a work in progress. And I cannot talk today. So let's get into it. As always, we are going to start from the tip to the butt, go over some pros and cons and what I generally like and dislike about it. But moving forward to the top, we do have a 3D printed mock suppressor. The reason why I do have this on here is to, you know, not add any extra weight. It being 3D printed, it is very light, so we did put it on there. Right here, you do have a flip-up iron sight. It is flipped up just for the video. Normally, I do have them flipped down. Right here, you do have a Tampec box. I do have it on the side because normally I would have it here, but my scope does not clear that. Down below, we do have a Magpul grip, which is M-lock, so it goes perfectly with the color and the M-lock rail. Now on the rail right here, I'll flip the gun around. You guys can't see these little cutouts right here. They did that to make the gun weigh less, but all in all, if it's a heavy gun, it's a heavy gun. Right here, you do have ambidextrous sling mounts right here and on the other side, which is pretty cool because I didn't have to add more stuff to the rail and make it more bulky and everything like that. Right here, I do have my illuminated short dot. This was bought on Amazon. I use it for airsoft, nothing really else. But one problem I do have is I'm going to have to track down a raised mount just so I can put my pec box back on the top and it can clear everything. On the rear, we do have a rear flip-up iron sight, which I kind of just left where it is. I didn't really move them around. The iron sights are pretty beefy and well put together, so I do not want them to leave the gun, so they are kind of just hanging out right here. Moving back, you do have your charging handle right here and a big H&K buttstock right here. For the functionality of the gun, we are going to be talking about right here. Just like on the 416, you do have your ambidextrous fire selectors right here, ambidextrous bolt release, ambidextrous mag release, And obviously, because it's ambidextrous, we do have them on the other side, right here. And on the buttstock, you just pull a little tab back here, spin it around, and you do have your Dean's connection right here in the back, and plug it back in, just like that. So moving on to the pros and cons, we are going to start with the pros because, again, this gun is a beautiful gun and a very good gun right out of the box. So let's move on to the pros, like I just said. Pros, because it is HK, the reason why I love them, everything is ambidextrous from the sling mounts here, here, and here. So you do have a wide array of sling mountage for the gun. This being a long gun, a heavy gun, a DMR build, I do find these being very convenient because you can work it to where it's comfortable and you don't have to finagle things, buy extra sling mounts or anything like that. I find it easier for me if I put the sling here and put the other mount right here for the sling. When I start playing and moving around and stuff like that, I may put a sling mount right here, but I won't know until I do. Another pro is the M-LOK rail right here. Again, these cutouts to make the gun weigh a lot less, and you do have M-LOK on the bottom, on the side, and on the canted side right here if you did want to cant a flashlight or anything like that, depending on how you play. Another pro would be the flip-up iron sights that come with the gun. Like I said, they are very beefy, they are well put together, and they do not shake, rattle, or roll or anything like that. It's basically where you drop the bolt is where it's going to sit, and that is it. Which I do like because a lot of the canted iron sights I did buy, they move around, they jostle, they break, everything like that. But these things seem pretty sturdy, and I really do like that. Another thing I do like is the charging handle. It doesn't feel like it's just like a dainty spring like any other ones, and it does pull back a little bit further. I don't know, it's just very satisfying to me. So you just pull it back. And actually, got to feed it back just like a real firearm. And then, like I said, everything is ambidextrous, so when you put it back, it just feels well put together in that aspect right there. But those are the pros of the gun, so let's move on to some of the cons that I have. Remember, this is all personal preference. I did not get this sent to me or anything, so I am not going to sugarcoat anything, so let's get on with it. Starting off with the cons is the dust cover. I don't know if it's anything over a $500 price point or if it's just me and my luck with the guns, but every time I try to put the dust cover on, you have to kind of force it in and have it click in. And the same thing happened with the Samurai and the Mark 18, but luckily I did fix those and I really don't touch them. But that's one. Another one is, again, my personal preference. We did buy this gun more for the collectability of it and I guess the rarity of the gun, seeing it in person. And I mean, the gun is beautiful, but the length and the weight of the gun. For me, being a person that uses airsoft as a training platform and as a training ground, I do like the SBR or the carbine length. Us buying this doesn't really benefit us other than it being cool, and I can use it as a DMR if I do want to play with it. So just to compare, I will pull the 416 out and we can compare the lengths of the guns and everything like that. And this is my 416, how it is set up. Mind you, the stock is fully extended and it does have a Griffin mock suppressor on it. So it is a big gun. It is a big gun. I know it is a DMR and everything like that. I never really had a designated DMR build. I've had guns set up for DMR, but nothing like this. So this is what I'm used to. This is what I'm used to. This is what we got. One of the last cons I do have, and I don't know if it's just me or I don't know what I'm doing, but every time we shoot the gun, we do get a burning smell from the motor and the grip, or the pistol grip. Same thing happened with the Samurai. So again, if you guys are VFC buffs or anything like that, please comment down below what I can do. I don't know if I need to tighten or loosen the motor or anything like that, but this being an expensive gun, I do not want to play around with it. I kind of just want to leave it as it is, use it when I can, and then when I get a fix for it from you guys or by myself, then I can move forward and actually playing with it and using it. Another con for me, again from a consumer standpoint, is the magazines and magazine availability. Me personally, the only place that I can find a mid-cap magazine is on e-Vike, and they're around $40. Again, if you guys do have this or do have this platform and have gotten magazines for cheaper, please let me know. But as always, this was purchased from Black Ops in Fayetteville, and they did have the M17 magazines, so I did pick one up just as a spare magazine, but it was a high cap magazine. So in the shooting video, or the shooting portion, you will see me using this one because it is a high cap magazine, and I hate high cap magazines, but I did buy it. But all in all, this is the HK M110a1 in all its glory. Amazing gun out of the box. VFC EliteForce and HK did an amazing job on this, making it into an airsoft gun. I do love it. I was very excited when we got it. I know some of my output is negative, but I mean, how could you not like this gun? The color is amazing. The build is amazing. Very good quality. The whole thing's aluminum, and it's just, again, it's an amazing gun out of the box. If you are looking for a DMR platform and want a gun that is going to last, I would recommend getting something like this. Again, not everything has to be an M4 platform, but yeah, I mean, I love this gun. We've had it for a couple days now, and all I've been doing is playing with it, and I forgot to even do a video on it, so that's really it. So guys, I hope you did like this video. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Leave your comments down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.